Upper Iowa University and Director of Athletics David Miller are excited to announce that James Price has been named the 7th head women's soccer coach at UIU in the program's 18-year history. Price spent the previous 6 seasons as the head coach at the University of Northern Iowa, where he led the Panthers to 33 victories and 3 appearances in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament.
Been a great foundation laid here by the previous coaches, and I think there's a lot of talent on the team. I mean, I've seen them practice, and I've played against a lot of these girls, and so I know there's a lot of talent here. What we've got to try and impress on them is just being consistent with their effort and consistent with the level of play, and I think we can be very successful here. So. A lot of that work is going to be down on the practice field and in the weight room at the moment, but I'm really looking forward to working with the team and getting them to believe that they can be successful. I think that's obviously another important element, is having that belief that they can be successful, and again, a large part of that is to be consistent with their efforts. I think we've had some success at all of those stops. I mean, I think in both cases they were kind of rebuilding things when I first started there, whereas this one's not. I think this is just there's already a good platform here, and we can go on and do some good things. But in both those cases they were rebuilding, but then we had some success, whether it's making postseason or whether it's being competitive on a game-to-game basis. So I think the experience there of having, built a team and then sustaining some success will hold me in good stead here. It's just that I think when I start here, we're going to be a little bit further along than I was when I started at both Liberty and UNI. So again, excited about that. But I think once we achieve some success here, and I think we will, I think I have the experience to sustain that as well, and not just be a one-off situation. Well, obviously, the first part of it's going to be observing the team, seeing what their strengths and weaknesses are, but then also kind of impressing my style on the team, and we're going to learn together, and we're going to figure some things out together. I certainly don't come in thinking I've got all the answers, but I think between me, the other coaching staff, and the players will come up with the answers this spring. And the other element is that we're going to make sure we're working hard. And I even impressed upon the team yesterday on the first day that 2016 starts now. I mean, I know there's a summer break, and it's unfortunate there's a summer break, but everybody has to deal with that. But the work we do now will translate into the fall, and so it's hard to imagine because it's snow on the ground, it's cold and it's dark, but the work we do now is really going to help us when we come back in August, and everything that we do now is very important. So again, just kind of making sure that the players understand that it's a process, and that we're not going to have all the answers right now, but we have to work hard and eventually get to the point where the team is working together and working towards what we want to do, which is be successful this fall. Yeah, I mean, you touched on personality, and that's going to be, for any team, that's an important element. So we want the right personality, the right character of player that's going to fit with the team here. We also, I want to find players that have the right personality and be a dynamic player, so when they get to college, they can make an impact on the team. So obviously we're looking for good players, but they have to have the right character. They have to have the right personality for this team. And so we're going to be looking all over. There's going to be players from Iowa, I'm sure. There's going to be players from the Midwest, but there's also going to be players from all over the country and even internationally that we look at, and we just got to find the right ones that can impact the team, straight away. So there's some good players here, some very talented players, and they seem to be very hardworking, and that those kind of character traits are also what we're going to have to look for. We certainly don't want to bring in anybody that's going to upset that kind of culture on the team. So we've got a tough job ahead of us. We don't have much time either, but you know, I'm confident that we're going to be able to find some players that can help us achieve our goals.